Welcome everyone. My name is Dr. Elena Michaels, and this is the card reading and the guided meditation for Wednesday, November 2nd. We do this every week, we, meaning my cat and I, Luna the meditation cat, who is very verbal at times and may be verbal tonight and may not be. But ever since COVID, we were meeting before COVID in Valencia, California, in a beautiful room, and we were meeting every week. And it was usually a full room. And now we're not. So everyone asked me if I would continue to do it this way so that people could check in and listen and watch whenever it was convenient for them. And so that's what I'm doing. And because I do it now, when I say we, the we is just Luna the meditation cat and I. So, and you who are checking in and tuning in and looking forward, I'm seeing flashes of light behind me, and that is super weird, and I don't know what it is, but that's kind of what my life is like lately. I just, oh my God, this is freaking me out. I've got to stop. I just started doing my meditation class, and this started happening when I'm doing my meditation class. I actually stopped the camera taping my class so I could record this because it kind of was freaking me out. I'm not scared about it. I know that it's just spirit communicating with me, and so I'm okay with that, but it is stopping now. So I'm going to stop it for right now and go back to recording my class. Well, I'm back, and I am actually going to show you the flashing light. I'm going to actually insert the flashing light video if I can, so you can see what I was seeing as I was talking to you a little while ago. And to not distract myself, I actually turned the light completely off. So it hopefully will not be flashing and distracting me, because it's very distracting to have that flashing light going on when I'm trying to talk. So I'm going to show you what I saw, and you'll see what I mean. Okay. So now we're going to move into talking about the cards and the guided meditation. Now, just to remind some of you or tell some of you who haven't been here before, these are not pre-recorded. I don't know what cards are going to come up. I don't have anything in my mind that I want to talk about. I just basically do a little bit of a meditation beforehand, and I ask for the guidance to come through me so that I can tell you what is most relevant for you. Okay? So that's how we roll here. That's what I do. And I'm going to start that now. Okay? So I've been having a lot of flashing lights lately, actually. And if you go back a couple of weeks, you'll find out why. My partner, who was my well, actually, we were still legally married, but we were separated for a few years, but very, very close, and family. He passed away. Not that long ago, less than 6 weeks ago. And since then, there's been a lot of flashing lights. And I know that it's just spirit communicating with me, so it doesn't freak me out. But it was distracting when I was trying to talk to you. So that's why I had to stop the camera, because it was going on, and it was distracting me. So I did acknowledge that the spirit was communicating with me. And so then the flashing stopped. You'll see it in the video. You'll see it in the video that I'm going to add. Okay? All right, now back to business, right? Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about one thing that I want to mention to you. When you are ruminating about something and you're thinking over and over about the things that you're worried about, we all do it. When you are thinking over and over again, okay, I'm starting to release. The releasing is the watering of the eyes, the watering of the nose, the clearing of the throat. Sometimes I cough. I do a lot of yawning. That is just me clearing out the energy of the day so that I can better be clear to transmit what I need to transmit to you guys. Okay, so that's what that is. And you'll see me wiping my eyes and yawning and all of that. That's what that is, and it's already starting. But what I want to mention to you is the thing that we all tend to do as humans is we tend to mull over in our mind over and over and over the things that we're worried and concerned about. We can't stop our monkey mind, is what it's called, from doing that. When you are doing that, when we are doing that, what we are doing is we are perpetually keeping ourselves frozen in that worry state. The more we give energy to the things we are worried about, the more we give energy to the things we are unhappy about, the more it perpetuates those things to be able to manifest in our lives. Now, if you don't want them to manifest in your life, what can you do? You have to stop the thoughts. You have to be conscious about it. You have to be aware about it. Oh my God. Okay, you have to be aware about it and conscious about it, and you have to stop it in its tracks. When you are thinking about something that you're worried about, you need to stop and think about something positive. You have to literally stop and think about something positive. So I don't know, let's say you're worried about making your mortgage payment, or you're worried about making your rent, and you're thinking, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? I don't know how I'm going to do this. What am I going to do? I can't make my rent. I don't think I can make my rent. I don't know if I'm going to make my mortgage payment. And you're saying that, and you are perpetuating not being able to make your rent or your mortgage payment. Duh. So what you have to do is stop it. Stop it. Okay, so let's say you're saying, I don't know how I'm going to do this. How am I going to do this? I don't think I'm going to make my rent. I'm really worried about it. I might not be able to make the electric bill. I might not be able to pay that. Stop and think about something positive, like, wow, I had such a great hike today. That was really wonderful. It was so great to be outside in the fresh air and being around nature. Anything at all that you want to say, that's what you have to do. You have to stop that thought form of that worry and that negativity and that fear and that lack and that frustration and that anxiety. You must stop it and throw in anything else you want that is positive. It could be anything. And you know what? There's always something positive that happened in the day. There's always something positive for you to be grateful for. It changes the energy from the focusing on worry to focusing on gratitude. And when you focus on gratitude, there is more abundance. You're training your mind. Rope it in. It's your mind. No one is going to train it but you. Don't look outside of yourself. No one is going to train it but you. It's your responsibility. You have to train your mind like a muscle. I've said this before. You go to the gym and you do the shoulder press and your bicep doesn't change. Well, it's not going to change after one time at the gym. But if you keep going to the gym, you exercise that muscle and you start to change the shape of that muscle. And your brain is the same. It's an organ, but you must make it, you have to treat it like a muscle. You have to strengthen it, and you are in charge of that. It is your responsibility. It is no one else's responsibility. It's not your therapist's responsibility. It's not your coach's responsibility. It is your personal responsibility to rope in your monkey mind. And how do you do it? Just like I said, you stop the pattern. You have to be consciously aware, and you stop the pattern and throw in anything else that's positive. Anything. If you can't think of something, this releasing is so intense tonight. If you can't think of something, look around your room. Look around the room that you're in. Or if you're outside, look around outside. If you're listening to this outside or watching it outside. Or if you're going for a walk and you're listening to it, look around. There's something to be grateful for always. I'm an advanced stage cancer person. I'm a survivor. Okay, I had a very aggressive form of advanced stage cancer several years ago. I'm totally clear. I beat the odds. My doctors call me a miracle. All right. During that period of time, there was one thing that I did every single day, and that is I had a gratitude journal. Every day, before I went to bed at night, I wrote down 5 or 10 things I was grateful for. I still do that every night. I get in bed and I count on my fingers 10 things that I was grateful for that happened that day. Oh my God. And I remember one time when I was so sick. I was very thin and I was laying in bed and I was just really sick. And my son, Adam, who is definitely a light in my life, Both my boys are lights in my life. But my son Adam had gone to the farmer's market. I think he went with his dad. And he came back from the farmer's market and he came upstairs to the bedroom. And he had a little flat of blackberries, beautiful, organic, ripe blackberries. And he took one of them and he stuck it on my tongue. And I pushed that blackberry up through the roof of my mouth. And I felt that delicious juice come out into my mouth. And it was so sweet and so fabulous and so amazing. That's one of the things I wrote that night. I wrote, thank you for having Adam in my life. Thank you for him going to the farmer's market and there being a farmer's market. Thank you for him buying something that he thought I would enjoy, which was a little flat of blackberries. Thank you for having him bring it upstairs to me and put it on my tongue. A nice, beautiful, washed blackberry. There's always something. Instead of me ruminating about, I'm so sick and I'm so weak and am I going to make it through the night? I mean, every single night I went to bed and I thought, hi, Luna. I thought maybe I won't wake up in the morning. I was okay with that. But every day that I did wake up, I was grateful for the fact that I woke up that morning. And so that's what you have to do. You have to change the way you see things. You have to reframe the way you see things. And that's what I'm talking about when I say, no more ruminating about the things that are happening. If you don't like them, don't ruminate about them. Break the habit of ruminating. Break the habit of creating drama in your life and add something positive. Just break the thought form and say something positive. Be grateful about something positive. That breaks the pattern. What we're talking about is we're talking about breaking the pattern of the neurotransmitters in your brain. Your brain has pathways, okay? And you know the term water follows the path of least resistance? That's what happens in your brain. Your brain goes down the same roads over and over and over again, okay? And you're making some very deep roads of negativity. Your brain is going down those roads and taking you to the same place of, I don't know what I'm going to do. How am I going to do this? How am I going to make ends meet? Whatever it is that you're worried about, your brain is taking you down those same roads because it's been dug in to those neural pathways. You've got to change the direction, create different neural pathways, and you can do it. And it's a responsibility. So do it, okay? Takes awareness because we're not taught to do this. Here's the throat clearing part. I notice that I'm talking really fast. That happens sometimes when I feel like I have a lot to say. So I'm going to slow down a little bit and we're going to pull some cards, okay? Well, that was interesting, wasn't it? Nice little discussion there. Okay. We're going to go into the trusty deck now. I call it the trusty deck because it's the one I've been using the longest in here, this purple bag. And this is not the same cards I've been using for a long time, but it's the same kind of deck. This particular deck is not the same deck I've been using for years because the deck I've been using for years got kind of frayed. I've been working with the tarot cards since I was a teenager, and that was many decades ago. So I'm going to shuffle the cards, and I'm going to affirm that we are divinely protected by beautiful healing white light. And whatever cards come up will be interpreted by the divine for the most meaning and the best benefit for everyone who is watching or listening, whenever they're watching or listening. Okay? And somebody earlier today said, do you do this privately? And the answer is yes, I do it privately. And she was saying that she gets so much benefit and looks forward to this each week. So if you want to support this, feel free to contribute, and the information is below, okay? So if you want to know about that, it's in there. All right, here we go. The first card is this. Okay, very nice, very nice. I'm going to tell you about that because I feel guided to pull another one from this deck, right behind it. Okay, and all right, I'm gonna take one more. I follow directions. Here we go. Okay, all right, that's it for this deck. I know I'm going to talk to you about it. All right, so the first card is the Ace of Wands. All right, wands have to do with months, as my dear friend and I, Virginia, discussed today. She's also a card reader. And within 1 month, something wonderful is going to happen for you. Okay? Something that seems to come out of nowhere. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be sprouting all kinds of wonderful energy. So, think about that. December 2nd, what's going to happen? Within 1 month, by December 2nd, something wonderful and amazing is going to happen for you. Now, I wonder what it could be. I think the other cards are going to let us know. This is the card. This is a Cups card. Cups are weeks. No, is that right? Weeks. Let me think. Yes, cups are weeks. Cups are also emotions. And you see here, this is a little boy giving a little girl a cup that is full of lilies. All the cups here are full of lilies. Lilies are the flower of the magician. He's giving her a cup. Cups are emotions. And he's giving her one of the cups that has lilies in it. This is a gift, okay? This is a gift someone will be giving you, possibly. And it's 6 weeks. Cups are weeks. Okay? So think about that. What's in 6 weeks? Today's November 2nd. Okay, I'm back. This one tonight is gonna be a lot of stops and starts, and I don't know, I'm gonna do my best guess to make it the right length. But I'm just, this is real life. I'm just going to patch them together and put them up on YouTube. And I don't know how long it's gonna be and what the length is gonna be. They're usually an hour, but I can't really track that because I've stopped and started so many times, but I'm gonna do the stops and starts just so you see that this is real and this is not recorded. And I mean, this is not rehearsed and it's not a big slick thing. It's just me in my living room doing what I do for you. And I'm gonna adjust this a little bit here. And so we're gonna continue. Okay, all right. So continuing talking about the cards here. My eyes were just watering so much I had to stop. I had to wipe them. It was just too much. I couldn't even see. Anyway, back to this card right here. This is a wonderful card, and this could be a card of romance, all right? Now, if you are currently in a relationship, this could be a new chapter in your relationship, a new thing in your relationship. Now, this is a male energy giving the female energy a gift. So if you're in a relationship, it could be that if you're female and your male partner is kind of turning over a new leaf or apologizing about something, all right? If you're not in a relationship, it could be that someone is going to, in a romantic way, because it's cups, so it's emotions, give you something as a gift, tell you something wonderful about yourself, want to give you something, want to help you in some way. All right, now it's 6 within 6 weeks. So 6 weeks from November 2nd, figure it out. That's the 2 and 7 is 9. By December 16th, you will get something like this happening. Okay, next one. This guy showed up before too. He showed up last week. This is a senior person, a man. He's a king. It's wands. This is a month again, okay? Wands are months. Turn the W upside down, it looks like an M. And there is a salamander down here, which I saw outside of my patio this morning. They're pretty amazing what they do. Whatever surface they're on, they change color. So I saw a salamander walk across my deck, and then a second later, I couldn't see it. It was there. It just automatically changed its coloring to match the wood on the deck, so it kind of looked invisible. Really trippy. What an amazing thing, right? To be able to blend in like that. Just think about the metaphor of that, being able to blend in. How many of you feel that when you are in a group, you kind of don't really blend in, but you actually have the capacity? In nature, a salamander can do it, you can too. Just kind of blend in, just kind of pick out the energy of what's going on in the room and kind of like get in that groove, get in that groove of what's going on. Instead of focusing on how you feel not a part of it or separate from it, take the hint from nature, just kind of get in the groove. So here we have this guy. There's a salamander right here. There's salamanders behind him. I talked about this last week because this card came up last week. This is a real person, okay, showing up probably within a month. And see, the salamanders are holding their tails. And here's one here to remind you. You have the capacity to blend in with the energy of what's going on so that you feel a part of it. The key to harmony is feeling a part of something. When you don't feel a part of anything, you don't feel harmonious and you don't feel happy. Think about it. When you feel separate, when you feel disconnected from higher power, when you feel disconnected from spirit, you don't feel right. You just don't feel right. So remember that nature has given you the ability, if it gave it to a salamander, it can give it to you, to be able to blend with the energy, blend with the energy, blend with the spiritual energy, become one with it. Becoming one with is the thing that makes you feel harmonious. If you're in a relationship, becoming one with your partner makes you feel harmonious. If you feel separate, you don't feel harmonious in your relationship with your partner, right? Okay, those were very interesting cards and they all went together really beautifully. We got 2 wands and a cup, all right? Now we're gonna go into the Archangel cards. And I don't know that I'm gonna do a whole lot of card reading because I feel like we need to get into the meditation because we had all those stops and starts, flashing lights and, you know, me with the eye thing, having to wipe my eyes because they were watering so much I couldn't even see. Big time releasing here happening, people. Big time releasing. All right. Shuffling these cards for more clarification, substantiation, and validation. My hand is so itchy. So itchy. Wow. That's all. I don't know what that is. Anyway, this is real, people. I just am who I am. I'm not super slick trying to put on a big show here. You're just having a little peek into my life, and I'm doing this for you. That's why I do this. I do this for you. We're gonna cut the cards and take the top one. Oh, I love this card. This is one of my very, very favorites. This is prioritize. Okay, prioritize what's going on in your life. What's the most important thing? When you feel overwhelmed, it's like, I've got to do this, 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 and there's so much that you become immobilized. Prioritize, it's your way out. This is Archangel Metatron. He's a pretty cool dude, and he's carrying light. Look at that bowl. He's carrying light, okay? I'm gonna read to you about this, about prioritizing from Metatron. He says, focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. Well, boy, I can sure use that. I don't know about you. I can sure use that. It opened right to prioritize. Okay. Love it, love it. All right, what's your calling? What makes your heart sing? When you focus on these areas, your joyful energy increases, which benefits everyone. Take charge of your schedule and spend more time on projects and activities close to your heart. Make choices that honor your priorities and support your life's mission. Make choices that honor your priorities and support your life's mission. Are you spending time doing things that are not aligned with what you want to accomplish? Do you have to organize your garage or your desk or your office, and instead what you're doing is zoning out on TV shows? See what I mean? That doesn't really enhance your ability to move toward your goal. And then you end up beating yourself up about it. Then you end up berating yourself, and you get anxious and you get upset, you get frustrated, and you start to get depressed because you are not following what you have laid out for yourself to be doing. You are distracting yourself. When you distract yourself, this is more about getting your mind under your control instead of just letting it be a raging mind. Don't spend time doing things that are not aligned with what you're trying to accomplish, because it's just going to make you feel bad about yourself. It's just a distraction. Okay, Metatron is one of two archangels who once walked upon the earth as human men. The other one is Sandalphon. Metatron was the prophet and scribe. Enoch, who ascended after his exemplary earth life. So Enoch was on the earth, and he ascended and became Metatron. He continues working as a scribe and a record keeper in heaven. He helps people develop organizational and record-keeping skills as well. When you call upon Metatron, he motivates you to organize your priorities. If you have some tasks that you can't seem to get it together to do, ask Metatron to help you. Ask, what's it going to hurt? Metatron, help me get organized with this project. Help me stay motivated with this project. Simple, right? This evening's meditation has lots of interactions, lots of things kind of stepping into it. But I'm going to stay focused. I mean, we had the watering eyes. We had the light thing going on, you know. So this is about us staying focused and doing this meditation, okay? All right, I'm just going to pull one more card here from one deck. What's it going to be? Is it going to be this one or this one? This one. It's going to be this one. My nose is running. And I don't even have a cold. It's just releasing. Lots of liquid coming through. Lots of liquid. Liquid is water. Water is emotion. Lots of emotion coming through. You'll have to give me comments either privately or below this meditation to let me know what you think about all these stops and starts. I know it's kind of disruptive, but I'm just going to do it because it's just real life and that's just what's happening. I'm going to go with the flow, as they say. All right, and let's have some more substantiation and validation and explanation. Cutting the cards once, cutting the cards twice, cutting the cards 3 times. I never know how many times to cut the cards. I never know when to stop shuffling. I just listen. And as I listen, I hear what I'm supposed to do. And we have this. Shielding. Wow. I know a lot of you are extremely sensitive. And so you have to shield yourself. If you don't know how to do that, we're going to do a little bit of that in the guided meditation today, okay? It's very simple, but again, it's like exercising that brain so that it becomes automatic, so that after you do it consciously, enough times you can just think it and it happens instantly. It happens instantly. Kind of like, was it Star Trek or one of those science fiction TV shows or something where somebody would stand on a little pedestal and this like light would come up slowly, kind of like a big inverted test tube, you know? And oh man, I got all these bites on my arm too, all these itchy things. Are you having those itchy things? Or I think everybody is having them right now. There's just a lot of these little mosquito things that kind of are biting everybody. There's just a lot of them around. Somebody said they heard something about that on the news. I don't know, but that's what that is. I get them a lot, and I just try to stop itching, you know? Okay, so shielding. I'm going to read to you about shielding. Shielding is about protecting yourself from negativity. All right? Let's read about it. Although you may be strong at heart, your indigo energy is among the most sensitive on the planet. By the way, if you don't already know this and you're watching this, you're probably an indigo. Indigos are like empaths. We're here to provide a service. We're here on a mission. And if you're watching this, you are one, okay? Now, indigos are not just children. They're any age, all right? So your indigo energy is among the most sensitive on the planet, which is why you feel so intensely in situations where others seem calm. For that reason, this card is asking you to energetically shield yourself from negativity. Know that the angels are always around you, and their powerful auras are continually at your disposal for energetic shielding. Simply ask heaven to surround you with angelic light, and know that you're spiritually and emotionally protected. Anytime you're in a harsh situation, immediately request that the angels shield you. You can do that, and we're going to do it in the meditation too. We're going to do it a little differently, but you can always ask the angels to shield you. Okay? I'm going to go to the God box, and then we're going to do the meditation. God box. Here we go. I'll shuffle these little guys. I'm just going to cut once, twice, 3 times, and take the top card. The top card says, let's see what it says. I am never alone. I am one with God and with my universe. Remember I talked to you a little while ago? I said when you feel disconnected, you feel alone, you feel unhappy, you got to get connected to spirit. You won't feel alone and you will be happy. The card's telling us, it's substantiating what I said. I am never alone. I am one with God and with my universe. On the other side, it says, you do not need God's blessing because that you have forever, but you do need yours. You need your blessing. God's blessing you already have. You need your blessing. So stop berating yourself. Stop talking negatively about yourself. Stop criticizing yourself. Stop saying things like, I can't get this done, or I can't ever do this, or why can't I ever do that? Don't say that. You're beating yourself up, you know? All right, we're going to start the meditation now, and I'm going to turn the light down a little bit. So make yourselves comfortable. I'm going to turn the light down. There we go. Get a little mood thing going here. Not that far. Oh, there we go. Oh, I think right there. All right, make yourselves comfortable, okay? I suggest you have your back be straight. You don't have to sit up, you can lie down. The most important thing is that you're comfortable. That's the most important thing. Get situated, and here we go. Any sounds that you hear that you recognize as everyday normal sounds do not distract you. Instead, they allow you to go even deeper into your own inner world, your own experience, to revitalize, renew, regenerate, and balance yourself. I'm going to count from 5 down to 0, and each count will allow you to go deeper and deeper. Allow yourself to use the sound of the tones to take you deeper and deeper. I'm going to count from 5 down to 0, and when we get to 0, you'll hear the tones. Beginning on the count of 5. Allowing your body to begin to decompress, to let go. Coming down to 4. Allowing all of the muscles of your body to release. Coming down to 3. Feeling more and more centered now, more and more relaxed, more and more comfortable. Continuing down to 2. Going deeper and deeper within, allowing the external world to fade away more and more. As you listen to the sound of my voice, as you listen to the sound of chimes, gongs, and the bowls, bells, all the sounds you hear will take you deeper and deeper. Going down to 2 now. Letting go of thoughts, allowing them to float by as you may have them, but they do not distract you because you are staying focused on the mission at hand. Going down to 1 now. Your body relaxing more and more with each breath that you take, with each sound that you hear. And going deeper and deeper to 0. Allowing the tones to take you deeper and deeper. And deeper still. Surrounding yourself with light now. Feel light coming in through the top of your head, through an etheric opening. This etheric opening is your pituitary, at the top of your head. It's the part that stays open when a baby is born. They call it the fontanelle. Allow that light to come in through your body, filling your head first. Coming down through your head. At the same time it's filling your body, it's also shielding you. So in your mind, imagine it coming like a shaft of light through the top of your head and surrounding your entire body on all sides, above, on all sides. Deeper and deeper as you see more and more the clear visualization of that light surrounding you. This light protects you from any negativity. This light protects you from any negative projections from others. Any negative projections from others will bounce off and away and disintegrate into the earth. As you continue to go deeper and deeper and see this light stronger and stronger, you feel more and more comfortable, more and more relaxed. Knowing with full confidence that something wonderful will be happening within 1 month for you. So you may even write this down in your phone or your appointment book or on your calendar by December 2nd. Within 6 weeks, someone will give you a gift that reminds you how wonderful you are, whether it be words, gestures, or an action, or a thing. Someone within 6 weeks will give you a gift or an invitation. And this will remind you of how important, how valid, and how special you are. The salamander reminds us that's important and that you are able to blend in. You can merge with the energy that is going on, which allows you to feel a part of and included in whatever that energy is. When you feel overwhelmed, it is important to prioritize. Do not distract yourself. Distracting yourself is an old habit pattern that allows you to berate yourself and beat yourself up. Prioritize. The most important thing gets done first. The most urgent thing is attended to. Do not heap all kinds of things on top of yourself that you have to take care of. Write them down as you think about them. That's fine. But address the highest priority first. Shield yourself from negativity. Do this on a daily basis. Do this whenever you are around people, whenever you're going to be around people, whenever you're going into a group situation. Spend a few moments before you go to remind yourself that you are indeed surrounded by light just because you ask and affirm it to be the case. You are surrounded by light. It takes a second to surround yourself with light. The more you do it, the faster it happens. You can do this. Make it a habit before you go into a group situation, before you go into work or any kind of situation where there are other people. Surround yourself with the light. Ask the angels to surround you. And drifting deeper. I want to thank you for taking this time for yourself. I honor you for doing this. I honor you for allowing yourself to just roll with whatever happened in this video. Just allowing, blending with the energy, merging with the energy. Allowing you to connect with a deeper part of yourself. Feeling one with that deeper part of yourself. Feeling that connection and being grateful for it. I look forward to seeing you all here in this dimension again next week. I honor the light within you as you honor the light within others with whom you come in contact. And so, until we meet again, I send you many, many blessings. And namaste.